The digital age has ushered in an era of unprecedented connectivity and convenience, but it's also exposed a fundamental vulnerability in human nature. Despite growing awareness of data privacy concerns and potential manipulation by powerful entities, the average person continues to willingly share personal information and engage with platforms that track their behavior. This paradox reveals a complex interplay of psychological, social, and technological factors that contribute to what appears to be a self-defeating flaw in humanity. I recently examined the work published by Harvard Business Review Press. Sandra Matz wrote, "Mind Masters, Data-Driven Science of Predicting and Changing Human Behavior." She is an associate professor at Columbia Business School and a computational social scientist who studies human behavior using big data analytics. The book explores how digital data and algorithms can penetrate and potentially influence human psychology. As a leader, I've been fascinated how people conform rather than stand up for themselves. The most relevant issue today is how our data can be used against our better interest by potentially the Chinese government influencing behavior through TikTok. Also note that numerous wealthy individuals moving into media, now tech with social media, as a means to influence the masses and amplify their dominant position. So I posed a question to AI. How do we use AI itself to protect the individual from themselves, from this seeming blind spot? Initially, the engine that I was using refused to answer my query. But after rephrasing, here's what I learned. At the core of this issue lies a profound disconnect between the perceived value of immediate gratification and the long-term consequences of data sharing. The common person often fails to recognize the true worth of their personal data, viewing it as an insignificant price to pay for access to free services, social connection, and convenience. This undervaluation stems from several factors: immediate rewards versus abstract risks, the benefit of using social media, online shopping, and other data-hungry services are immediate and tangible. The risk associated with data collection and potential manipulation, on the other hand, are often abstract and distant. Humans are naturally inclined to prioritize immediate rewards over long-term, uncertain consequences. Lack of transparency. The complex algorithms and data processing techniques used by tech companies and by advertisers are largely opaque to the average user. This lack of transparency makes it difficult for individuals to fully comprehend the extent and implications of data collection. Social pressure and FOMO, the fear of missing out, and the desire to conform to social norms drive many people to participate in online platforms, even when they have concerns about privacy. The social benefits of staying connected often outweigh the perceived risks of data sharing. Cognitive biases. Several cognitive biases contribute to this behavior, including optimism bias, the belief that negative events are less likely to happen to oneself, and the present bias, the tendency to prioritize short-term rewards over long-term benefits. The illusion of control. Many users believe they have more control over their data than they actually do, leading to a false sense of security. This illusion is often reinforced by privacy settings and opt-out options that provide a semblance of control without addressing the real underlying issues of data collection and use. Despite efforts to protect individuals through legislation, such as the American Data Privacy and Protection Act, people continued to expose themselves to potential misuse of their data. This persistence can be attributed to several factors. Habituation. Over time, people have become accustomed to sharing personal information online, making it difficult to break these deeply ingrained habits. Lack of alternatives. In many cases, opting out of data-driven services would mean sacrificing significant aspects of modern life, including social connections, career opportunities, and access to information. Inadequate digital literacy. Many individuals lack the knowledge and skills necessary to fully understand the implications of their online behavior and to take effective steps to protect their privacy. Psychological targeting. Ironically, the very techniques used to manipulate users are also employed to keep them engaged and sharing data, creating a self-reinforcing cycle. To address this seemingly self-defeating flaw in human behavior, we must consider how AI and existing platforms could be leveraged to rewire our approach to data privacy and autonomy. Here are several potential strategies. Personalized risk assessment. AI could be used to create personalized risk profiles for users, analyzing their online behavior and data sharing patterns to provide clear, actionable insights into potential vulnerabilities. This could help bridge the gap between abstract risks and tangible consequences, making the implications of data sharing more concrete and immediate. Gamification of privacy. Platforms could incorporate game-like elements that reward users for protecting their privacy and making informed decisions about data sharing. This approach could tap into the same psychological mechanisms that make social media addictive, but for a positive purpose. AI-powered digital assistants. Advanced AI assistants could act as personal privacy advocates, monitoring users' online activities and proactively suggesting ways to enhance privacy and security. These assistants could provide real-time guidance on potential implications of sharing certain types of information. Cognitive debiasing tools. AI could be used to develop tools that help users recognize and overcome cognitive biases that contribute to risky online behavior. These tools could provide prompts and interventions at key decision points, encouraging more thoughtful and deliberate choices. Immersive education experiences. Virtual augmented reality technologies could be used to create immersive educational experiences that vividly illustrate the potential consequences of data misuse by making abstract concepts more tangible. These experiences could help users develop a stronger emotional connection to the importance of data privacy. Collaborative filtering for privacy. Similar to how recommended systems suggest content, AI could be used to suggest privacy settings and behaviors based on the choices of similar users who prioritize data protection. This could leverage social influence in a positive way, encouraging better privacy practices. Predictive modeling of data impact. AI could be used to create models that predict the long-term impacts of data sharing decisions, helping users understand the cumulative effect of their choices over time. Ethical AI assistants. Develop AI systems that act as ethical advisors, helping users navigate complex privacy decisions by providing balanced perspectives and highlighting potential ethical implications of data sharing. Personalized nudges. Utilize AI to deliver personalized, context-aware nudges that encourage privacy-protective behaviors at opportune moments based on individual user patterns and preferences. Data value calculators create AI-powered tools that help users quantify the monetary and strategic value of their personal data, making the abstract concept of data as a resource more concrete and understandable. Privacy-enhancing technologies, or PETs, develop and promote AI-driven pets that allow users to benefit from data-driven services while minimizing the amount of personal information they need to share. Empathy-building simulations use AI simulations that allow users to experience the perspective of individuals who have been negatively impacted by data misuse, fostering greater empathy and awareness. Collaborative privacy networks establish AI-facilitated networks where users can share knowledge, experiences, and strategies for protecting their privacy, creating a sense of community around data protection. Adaptive interfaces develop AI systems that can adapt user interfaces to subtly encourage privacy protective behaviors based on individual user characteristics and risk profiles. Ethical design frameworks implement AI-driven design frameworks that prioritize user autonomy and privacy, helping developers create more ethical and user-centric platforms from the ground up. By leveraging AI and existing platforms in these ways, we can begin to address the underlying psychological and social factors that contribute to the seemingly self-defeating behavior of individuals in the digital age. The goal is not to eliminate data sharing entirely, but to empower users to make informed decisions that align with their long-term interests and values. Ultimately, rewiring this aspect of human behavior requires a multifaceted approach that combines technological solutions with education, policy changes, and a shift in social norms. AI can play a crucial role in this transformation by making abstract risks more tangible, personalizing privacy strategies, and creating environments that encourage and reward responsible data management. As we move forward, it is essential to recognize that the solution to this problem cannot rely solely on individual action. Systemic changes are necessary to create a digital ecosystem that respects user privacy and autonomy by design. This includes regulatory frameworks that hold companies accountable for their data practices, as well as the development of alternative business models that do not rely on the exploitation of personal data. By combining AI-driven solutions with broader societal changes, we can work towards a future where individuals are empowered to protect their privacy and maintain their autonomy in the digital world. This shift has the potential not only to safeguard individual well-being, but also to create a more equitable and democratic digital landscape that serves the interest of all users, rather than those of just powerful corporations and institutions. I'm Mark Roach, wishing you all the best.